Do you feel like that means something? Just knowing that he's calling rounds and stopping people at the rounds that he's
I
saying
think
it.
it's unique to get in the ring with another man before the fight even start, and you tell that man, "This is the round I'm gonna get you," and you do it. Even if you're gonna lose the fight, your man gonna try to get past that round just to prove it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
So when the
It's crazy.
so when the next so
It's
in the
like
next
look, it's like you telling me I'm gonna knock your ass out in round 7. Man, listen, you gonna whip my ass, but I'm gonna get past round 7. I ain't letting you. That shit is crazy, man.
oh,
It's
oh
crazy.
man, grind hard. Thank you for the $2. They don't call him a gorilla for nothing. GTD salute.
Shit.
Um, so he's doing that. All right, the knockout happens. He hits him with 2 shots first. What was it? A hook or an uppercut, or was that 2 uppercuts?
I think the uppercut is what discombobulated him, and then I think it was a left hand that nailed him to the canvas. You know,
Right, right. Because
it
that's
was the
why.
uppercut,
You're
and then
right. You're right. Because that's why his
yeah,
momentum went that way. You're right.
yeah.
Um, he hits him with the uppercut, but he hits him with 2 shots. What do you mean? He hits him with 2 shots before the uppercut.
It was uppercut, and then I think it was the left.
Oh, okay. Oh, and that's why he went like leaning. He was like he got stuck for
Yeah.
a minute. Like he was.
He turned sideways. He turned sideways and gave him the mugshot, and then Tank just crushed him.
Oh, you did him dirty. That did him dirty.
You know how you get.
Oh, you did him.
You know how you go. You know how you go to Central Booking and you gotta take the sideways flick.
You did him dirty. I ain't even gonna hold you. That was bad. Did he really just say that? For the
Yeah, he
people
gave him
now on
a shot.
YouTube, he said he hit him with the hook and he hit him with this mugshot right here.
Yeah,
Like,
and then he put him down.
and then he hits him. So, salute to Frank Martin for taking, the fight
Hats
and the.
off to Frank Martin, man. Listen, he a future champion, man. You know, all this shit is fun promoting the fight, but yeah, he a good fighter, man. Just a couple more fights, he'll be right back on top. You know.
Uh, Tank Tank says that when he hit him, he didn't discuss the time that he hit him with the uppercut, and before he was dazed, like you already knew if he was gonna hit him one more time, he knew he was gonna go down. But Tank said that he knew he was not gonna make the count because his head hit the canvas. Did you
Yeah.
before that shot, that left hook? Did you know that one more shot he was done?
Yeah. The When that uppercut hit him, it was the ref could have stopped it right there, but Tank threw the left hand. And that was it, man.
Tony,
I jumped up in the ring, but
Tony,
as soon as the ref finished counting,
do you think Tony Weeks did a good job?
yeah,
I
yeah, he did a good job. Yeah,
um I'll tell you one thing. I want to throw this out there. He did a good job. He separated the clinches quickly. You know what I'm saying? He let Tank work right away. I really like that. You know what I mean? With the Matias fight, I know I don't want to bring that, but like, he was just he was letting Paro clinch, and you would see that the ref would walk to break the clinch up. You feel me? He didn't.
right,
It was no urgency of just like, let's break it up, because that would favor the style of Subir Matias if that was the case.
right.
You know what I mean? But no excuses. If you see that happening, make sure you work off the clinch. So that's just my take on that. But
You right, you right.
after that's an adjustment that and as fighters, people have to understand too. You don't just make the adjustment on your opponent. You make the adjustment upon the style of what the referee is also giving you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Mm-hmm.
important.
You right. You right.
Um,
Some people can't. Some people can't think that deep to understand what you're talking about, but I know what you're talking about.
Right. Um, but nevertheless, and that's why, like, I believe our interviews we do so good as well because you get into depth as well because I ask you certain questions, you know. Um, but nevertheless, the knockout happens. What's going through your mind? You and Coach Calvin in the corner.
Joy, man. You know, joy. That's all can go through your mind at that time after all of the build up and the back and forth and people talking about Tank gonna have trouble with this guy's the first black fighter he gonna fight and he can't Tank him. He gonna knock Tank out. But I tell everybody a 6-pack don't win no fights, man. You can have an 8-pack. That don't mean you're gonna win a fight. And I think Martin put on so much muscle at the end. The later the rounds, the better. All them damn muscles he had. I'd rather for a fighter have a little bit water weight around the midsection than a solid 6-pack with no fat.
Yeah,
You know,
I agree.
you get hit. You get hit and your shit start to spasm up because you got so much muscle. Shit ain't good.
100%. The body structure. Uh, if you really look at the lineage of boxing when it comes down to like the lighter guys, the some of the more jacked guys are not necessarily the biggest punchers. I mean, especially like Mexico, you know, they have a lot of guys that can crack, and you don't even think so. You know what I mean? They don't even look like they
Yeah,
go to the gym.
yeah. You can be cut up during your training session, but two weeks before the fight, you want to put some water around that. You know,
Right.
some water weight on. You got to put that water weight on.
100%. So obviously you got a lot of joy. Um, he does the signature backflip off of the turnbuckle. This time you guys weren't on the like the first time you guys were like I seen you in pictures of you and Calvin going, but this time
Yeah,
you guys are outside the ring. Well,
I got
he's
up.
perfect. He's
I did get up in there, but the first time what happened, Tank ran over and got on the ropes. He didn't know that Martin was down for the count. So when he got off the ropes and looked back and said, "Oh, that motherfucker's still laying down. Let me get back up here and flip." So he got back over the second time. He went on and flip.
perfect.
I was standing right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what goes through your mind when he's flipping like that?
I don't like to flip personally. I told him, but that's his trademark. He been flipping since he was a kid, 7 years old in the gym. He would flip after sparring session. You know, that's his trademark. If he was in the Olympics, he would have landed the perfect 10. You know.